My research is about African literature, and I work here at Bristol in the French department, which is part of the School of Modern Languages. So I specifically teach literature, film, cultural material from the French-speaking parts of West Africa.
What I'm really interested in is kind of the intersection between the aesthetics of African writing, so as a kind of literary form or aesthetic form or a piece of artwork, and its social value and circulation.
There are two strands to it. One strand, we want to make people aware of this body of work. We want to, increase readership. We want to excite people's curiosity about African literature. But on the other strand is to support the people who are producing that literature, not only the writers, but also the publishers, the bloggers, the people who are creating literary festivals. And it's those two things which have to go mutually hand in hand, because in a sense you can excite people's curiosities about African literature, but if they can't then access those books, or if they aren't then exposed to those books, then it's quite a challenge still to move things forward.
Being an academic's about ideas, it's about theory, it's about all these things, but to me those things matter the most when they're put into practice and when you're actually with people. And I found for myself as an academic that public engagement has actually changed the way I approach my own research. It's led me into different areas of research.
One of the most exciting things we've been involved with this year was the organisation of a workshop for publishers at the Writerism Literary Festival in Kampala in Uganda. We brought together publishers, translators, bloggers, people running online magazines and so on from across Anglophone East Africa, Francophone West Africa, Senegal and Ivory Coast in particular, and South Africa, and created a forum to have conversations about the ways in which literature is produced, circulated, distributed, and how we can increase readership for African literature.
If you look at the kind of writing that's being produced, there's a huge variety of writing, much of which is, to my mind, quite joyful and invigorating and kind of full of life. And I think that in that sense, that's a place where academics do become important, because we're the ones who teach students who go on to have these ideas. We're the ones who publish things. We're the ones who the media calls when they need a quotation, things like that. So I think that we do have an important role to play, and that a lot of publishers and writers recognize that.